Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Buppet. Welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Daily Masters Cast. It's game number 2 in the series between Bbyong up the top left side of the map and Soulkey down the bottom right side of the map. Mr. Soulkey, let's have a quick look at his page. He is 23 years of age, from South Korea, plays for the TCM gaming team. Did I miss that? My God, will you believe this? Yesterday he wasn't part of a team, today he is part of a team. He officially joined TCM Gaming yesterday. So how's that for being up to date on the facts right there? So yeah, Soulkey is now part of a team. Of course this replay is ages old, so his highlighted team clan thing is not going to be changing in this replay, but he is now part of TCM Gaming. Very, very awesome stuff. And Bbyong is up the top left, 22 years of age, from South Korea, still playing for CJ Entus. Yes, since yesterday, it has not changed. So yeah, there we go, very, very good stuff. Looks like we're going for a fast third base for Bbyong off a barracks factory. It's a nice map to do it. He's got the expansion over there. The Overlord is over here, is going to be seeing that expansion. That is the only thing he's seen though, so if he runs this Overlord across, then maybe he will see the other one, and maybe he will start to realize what's going on. But yeah, as it stands right now, Bbyong trying to get ahead of Soulkey in terms of the macro. He's absolutely going ballistic, and whether or not it will pay dividends later on, I'm not sure. But for now, he's going to be moving out with 2 Hellions and a Reaper. So let's go follow mode those guys. We do have 5 Lings out for Soulkey and a whole bunch of Queens. And there's the third base coming out. Nice timing to take it down, but the firepower is probably not there for Mr. Bbyong. So unless he can pull something out really, really fast, I don't think he's going to be able to take this down. A couple more Hellions, maybe enough to start rolling the health back, but I don't think it's going to happen. The Queens are just going to stroll down the map, stroll down the ramp, sorry, and just start hacking away at those Hellions. They are waiting for a total of 6 Hellions though. That is going to be quite a bit. 6 Hellions can do a decent amount of damage. And the Reaper managing to sneak by does get pretty far in. Still being chased. The other Queen over here is going to give it a bit of a hack and slash. There is no way out. No easy way out. Sorry, there's just the back way over there, which obviously didn't help. The Hellions trying to go in. Not going to be able to manage it. They're not going for the third base. I thought they might, because you can do quite a bit of damage to it, and it's not like Soulkey has anything serious to send against him, just Lings and Queens at the moment. But yeah, at least pull the Queens out, maybe go one-on-one with one of them, or 6-on-1 with one of them, something like that. But anyway, the third base is up, and the Roaches are coming out for Mr. Soulkey. And of course, he did win game 1 with Roaches. It was a bit of a to and fro all over the place, but just Bass Roach, like the 10-minute mark for Mr. Soulkey, just took out a beautiful victory with some Ling support, and Bbyong just could not stand up to it. We'll see if this game is going to be any different. He's being very aggressive with the expansions. He's already got the third base sitting out there. He's got 3 workers at a time being built. He's currently 42 under 56 though. Soulkey just an absolute beast when it comes to building workers. Going absolutely insane at the moment, and it looks like Roach is maybe just a stopgap measure at the moment. He's got 6 of them total. I don't think he's lost any. No. So he's just got 6. They're just anti-Hellion deterrent, I believe. And the main thing is going to be some sort of mutiling play, perhaps. Maybe something with Corruptors. Does look like mutiling is going to be happening. Yeah, so pretty standard anti-Terran play. And the Terran player just had to make sure that he gets enough Widow Mines out to make it interesting. Other than that, it is just triple M. So we're going to be seeing how that goes. Bbyong already halfway to getting 1-1. Soulkey has just started level 1 armor, I assume. Yeah, there we go. Level 1 weapons coming out as well. Nice macro hatch. Baneling nest for a bit of fun as well. Spire, all that good stuff coming out, and the Mutas are now going to try and do some harassment. The Overseer doing a bit of a scout, seeing where all the missile turrets are, seeing where the missile turrets aren't, And Soulkey is got to be very, very happy about what he's seen, because there are no missile turrets anywhere. So quite a lot of workers are going to go down in this battle. Let's have a look. We got one worker down so far. These guys having a bit of a crack. There we go, 5 workers down so far. Just in that matter of seconds, the Marines are going to scare the mutas away. Meanwhile, we do have drops going down. We've got a nice little drop coming down over here. We've got the Hellions. This is just a distraction force though, although they may kill some workers in there. The main force though coming in here, hoping to take out the hatchery. They may be able to get it. The Lings are unsure about whether they should be attacking or not. Yes, they should, but they are just the indecision. Just not good enough. They're actually not lifting up. They're just retreating through the gaps in the minerals, but they have waited too late. Bbyong, has he waited too late? No, the Marines actually running back to defend the medevacs. One medevac in the hell out of there. The other one taken out by some shots from the mutas, and the mutas are now going in trying to destroy everything. They've got just enough of an advantage to destroy everything. Very, very nice stuff, but sniping that third base, very, very nice, and that has really hacked apart Soulkey's income in terms of the minerals right there. So his worker numbers, the workers are actually pretty good on either side. How many workers died there? Total of 12 for Mr. Soulkey going down. So those Marines really ripped it apart, and I assume the Hellions did it just as well over the other side. So that is going to hurt. And Bbyong continuing to push out the worker numbers. He wants to get up to 70 or something stupid like that. Really, really go nuts on it. And we'll see how that is going to impact the rest of the game. So we've got 10 more mutas coming out. Soulkey not giving up on the muta play as of yet. And yeah, we'll just have to see. God, this map is huge. I mean, it's just absolutely massive, this map. It doesn't look like it, but it really, really is a massive map. Yeah, it just feels massive. I don't know. But anyway, so here we go. All the mutas coming out. We got Lings starting to come out. Oh, the Widow Mine hit. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. And we do have 2 missile turrets right here. So that is going to help quite a bit. Some supply depots going to be getting taken out. Not placed in the best of locations. Meanwhile, these guys coming in, laying down a couple of Widow Mines. A couple of Banelings getting into it. The Widow Mine, oh, destroys a few Lings there. Not a great deal. And the Overseer coming up to wipe out those Widow Mines. The mutas coming up the backside, sweeping everything up. And Bbyong so far has not been prepared for the presence of the mutas in either engagement that he has been in. They snuck up on him twice now. And I'll take it, I mean, I'll give it to Soulkey. He was winning that engagement even without the mutas. But the mutas are really the icing on the Zerg cake in this game so far. They've been doing a great job of harassment. They've been showing up at a beautiful time every single engagement and really giving Soulkey just that little bit of an advantage, or in this case a lot of an advantage that he needs. And now he's going to be pushing in. The Widow Mine already triggered by a Zerg scout. The rest of the forces coming on in. There are some Marines, but there's more than enough Banelings to deal with them. The Banelings running into the worker numbers though, doing a crap ton of damage. These guys running all the way out. They're trying to defend. Meanwhile, more guys coming up from the other ramp. But the mutas and the Lings just doing so much damage. They do manage to take out the command center. And Soulkey is not afraid of Bbyong at all. He's just sending the mutas straight out after the Marines. Does see some Widow Mines. He's going to back off, but only to attack a couple of these medevacs. But I think it is time to go, and the mutas get the hell out of there. The reinforcing Lings going to be falling back, but only a little bit. They're going to morph into Banelings, so Soulkey obviously wants to keep the pressure on, but I do not know if he can actually hold here. He's trying to hold, sending the mutas in, not doing a bad job. Oh, that was so close. The mutas were in range of those Widow Mines, but they shot the Lings instead. That could have been absolutely horrific for Soulkey if those Widow Mines destroyed those mutas, but a little bit of luck saw the Lings take the hit instead, and the mutas are going on everywhere, but I don't know how long he wants to keep this up. The Lings are doing a pretty good job, but without Banelings anymore, these Marines are holding on, doing a pretty good job. The mutas do snipe another Widow Mine, and then they are getting the hell out of there. And that engagement went on for quite some time. I thought Soulkey should have pulled back at some point, but he kept the pressure on. And he didn't lose too much, actually. He kept a pretty good job. But, yeah, it's a pretty good job. So, yeah, I need a drink desperately. So we're going to pause this for a sec. And I'll be back in a sec. Alrighty, that is much, much better. So, yes, let's go ahead. Let's check out these mutas. They're still on the aggressiveness. They're still on the attack. That's the word I was looking for. They're still going in. They really, really want to take out this base, but Widow Mines, I think that's just a little bit too much. for these guys to handle, and they are going to be getting back out of it. So have a look. So you got 2-2. Bbyong has knocked straight into 3-3 at the moment. He's going hard. Oh, what's happening here? Very nice drop on the relatively exposed fourth base. I don't know if it was really doing too much at this point. It doesn't look like I have too many workers lost, so I don't think it was fully mining, but these guys are on their way to mine it when the force showed up. So if Bbyong was a little bit later, maybe he could have got himself a ton of worker kills. But then again, if it was a little bit later, maybe he would have got owned. So yeah, you never know what's going to happen. Oh, that Overlord moved at exactly the right time. So yeah, these guys are going to sit back, maybe going to go into the third base. These guys, long distance mining, nobody's told them that the base isn't there anymore. The muta's coming in, but oh, you take so much damage from those missile turrets. I think he lost like 3 mutas just in that little attack. So here we go. Look at all those forces on the ground. Bbyong is not going to land there. He's not that silly. He's just going to be running for it. I thought maybe he'd go for the main base, but oh, here we go. The mutas coming in from the side. Beautiful flank. He's dropping Marines off everywhere. The mutas are just cleaning them up bit by bit. They do not care at all. But, so, I mean, it's not a bad idea to just drop everything. I mean, you look at it from Bbyong's point of view. Either he loses everything, or he loses everything and he does a decent amount of damage to some mutas while he's dying. And that's, yeah, it's not a bad thing anyway. So here we go. Ling's coming in. Sees the Widowmine going down. Sends 1 Ling in to send it off. Boom. There we go. Now he just needs an Overseer to finish that off. And hopefully he remembers to send an Overseer, because I've seen games where the Zerg player just forgets about the Widowmine, and then 10 minutes later he just loses a ton of units to it, just completely randomly running through that area, because there's like a Widowmine that's been there for 10 minutes just doing nothing. Oh, the Banelings. Oh, the whole lot of Widowmines just got knocked off. Beautiful Widowmine hit on the mutas, but 1 Widowmine hit is not enough to take them out. You need 2 or 3. And you need to follow it up with Marines to actually finish them off. But, oh, the Banelings not quite making it in there. The mutas deciding they do not want to engage that many Marines straight up. Go straight into the main base. Going to take out some tech labs. Going to take out some reactors. Going to do a whole lot of awesome stuff. And, yeah, not too much damage done. Oh, look at all those Widowmines. Oh, God, he got so close to getting owned there. So close. But ew, he might be able to take this out. Another drop coming down here, but there's so many Lings underneath it. Bbyong just doesn't have a chance to drop anywhere. And it looks like he's going to be able to do it. There we go. The base does go down, and the muta's getting the hell out of there. Sort of. They're sort of running away. Here we go. Another drop. They're just running over the sea of Lings and Banelings, trying to find a nice place to drop that isn't going to get him owned. Oh, look at that. This is the muta meeting spot. The medevacs ran straight into the Mutalisk rally point. Just when some mutas were coming out, that is not good. But we got some more forces, just a straight up ground attack. Going for the 4th base. He's scanning, he's seeing all these guys. That's not good. Why did you run up the ramp when you saw a billion Banelings waiting on the other side of that base? That is the question. The answer is, I don't know. I really, really don't. And presumably Bbyong had a reason, but oh, this is bad. This is bad. It's boost. Boost. Get your boost on. I don't think he has the boost ready yet. He managed to see those guys off, though. They obviously didn't feel like completely taking everything out, which is nice. But look at all of these Lings and Banelings rolling on in there. Is he going to go for the 4th base? Is he going to go for the 3rd base? Is he going to go for absolutely everything? Another drop happening over here. Got to be sniping some stuff. The workers running away, but they're not running all that fast. They are getting taken out. Looks like they went for the 3rd base. Whole bunch of workers are going to get taken out. Small group of Marines and Marauders going to be taking these guys out. The Banelings are going to run for it rather than trying to chase those guys down. And meanwhile, the drop is surprisingly effective considering what's happened previously in this game. Bbyong actually getting some really, really good stuff done. And I think Soulkey is just a little bit too all over the place at this point to have been dealing with this. His entire ground force was halfway across the map. His mutas were going to get chewed by that many Marines, so he decided just leave it. Even still, I thought he may have moved his workers away a little bit faster, but there, what can you say? So this drop looks like it may be in trouble. There they go, rolling on in. Wow, the medevacs are going to get away, but the ground force is not so lucky. A couple of them are going to get dropped off, but yeah, not too much going to be happening here. And meanwhile, this drop coming on in. Let's get rid of that. We do not want to follow the Overlord that's not moving. So going to be rolling on in. Bunch of Lings underground, and once again, Bbyong dropping off in the middle of a pile of Banelings. Not once again, I think that's the first time he's done it, but still, once is bad enough. Why would you drop off in the middle of Banelings? It makes no sense. It's like grabbing a baseball bat and then hitting yourself in the face with it. It's just like, yeah, did that do anything? No, not really. I don't think I'm going to do that again. And I mean, that's basically it. Oh, the missile turret, but there's no base here. And nothing really happening. Simultaneously attacking this base. Going for the workers. There's still a decent amount of workers here, so we can still take them out, which is nice. Taking all the tech structures out. Oh, these supply depots. That is not going to be fun for Mr. Bbyong. He is starting to get severely supply capped right there. Oh, that's bad news. That's really bad news. He needs to do like supply drops, man. Normally, I would say anybody who does a supply drop is a noob. But in this case, I think a supply drop is exactly what he needs. I think this is what supply drops are designed for losing a whole bunch of supply depots ASAP, and you're like, oh crap, I need supply, I need it right now. I don't know if he realizes that he needs it. There we go, he's building 3 in a row. So not even supply dropping. There we go. And even when I said it was okay, he's just like, no, I'm not going to do it. Only noobs do supply drops. I'm going to build supply depots, and I'm going to wait it out until those guys are down. So, yeah. Bbyong, a Terran player of the highest caliber. And so here we go. It's the 5th base, I think, or the alternate 4th base. Moving in, bunch of Banelings rolling all the way through. Widowmine's doing a pretty good job of whittling them down, but there's so many Banelings. They're just having such a hard time. There we go. This is when they need to go in. This is when the Banelings need to go in. He's given up, I think, on that base, but he has sent a bunch of mutas in to take out that base. Very, very nice. So a base for a base, an eye for an eye. And the mutas, oh, they maybe have backed themselves into a corner. 1, 2, 3. I don't know how many mutas went down, but a few did go down. Very, very nice. And right now, oh, Bbyong mining off one base. And yeah, Soulkey mining off one base as well. It's not good for either player. Soulkey is still doing alright because he's gas mining off the tons of places, but his income has really, really been chopped down. Army-wise, Bbyong actually looking really, really good at the moment. And yeah, I think the problem is Soulkey has mined out his first 3 bases almost completely. So he needs these 4th and 5th bases really, really badly. And Bbyong is being really, really good at knocking them back, at taking out these 4th and 5th bases, at denying them continuously. In this one, yeah, look at that. There's almost no minerals left. So Soulkey had to give the GG, completely denied on the 4th and 5th bases. And Bbyong, even though he only had his 3rd base really running, well, that's, yeah. Well, this is actually his 4th base. What am I talking about? This is his 4th base. His 3rd base got owned so many times. That thing was constantly getting hit by mutas and lings and all that sort of crap. But he's managed to hold off on his 4th base. Did a pretty good job there. And yeah, pretty good job there from Mr. Bbyong. Definitely a hard game for him to win, but win it he did. Eventually he came back against Soulkey, and I remember I said in game 1 that Soulkey was my clear favourite for this series, but Bbyong obviously showing that he is very, very high caliber. So I've put him up a couple of notches in my internal ladder. Probably more than a couple of notches, man, because, you know, it's Soulkey, and Soulkey is pretty cool. So, yeah, very, very nice stuff. Here, Bbyong is no longer one of those players who I say, yeah, he got to the round of 32, but he's not going to get to the round of 16. He's just going to be cannon fodder for somebody. He's no longer one of those players, because, like, everybody I haven't seen before, I've only cast once or twice in the past. That's what I think. That's what I say. It's just cannon fodder. But Bbyong, no longer cannon fodder. He is now semi-awesome. He's not like Tage or anything, but he's semi-awesome in my books. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Game number 3. We'll be casting that tomorrow, so stay tuned for that.